Yeah. Oh, look. Nope, you're not going to look, are you? Good morning, beloveds. I'm running a little bit behind, but I'm also being, I like to term it aggressively snuggled. So, yes, you're a sweet boy. So we are starting a new chapter today in A New Design for Living. So let's do the housekeeping really quickly. And hopefully by the time I'm ready to pick up the book, he'll be done. He may not be. We don't know. And all the housekeeping is me reminding you that we are Creative Life Spiritual Center. Website is creativelife.org. Constant contact. Email info@creativelife.org. That will get you one email a week. Tells you what's going on for the week and the month. The hot links are hot. Click here now means it. And it's blind CC. So nobody will get your email. You won't end up on anybody else's email list because of us. And then, and when I say one a week, I mean that. He just doesn't have time for more of that. So the only reason you would get more than one is if something unusual happens. And since we live on the Gulf Coast, Texas Gulf Coast, it's almost always weather. Are you done? Are you done? So, and then I mentioned the social media merely from the standpoint of it, we don't monetize it. We don't want to deal with the ads any more than you do. So what we ask you to do instead is to go like, subscribe, follow based on the platform, and then engage with the individual posts by reacting, commenting, and sharing. That bumps us in the algorithm. And let's be honest, whole point of social media, right? So it's a free and easy way you can support the center. And we are Creative Life Spiritual Center or Creative Life Spark. And I am the running Rev Ryan across the social medias that I am on. All right, Dante, are you done? No. Nope. Okay. So, A New Design for Living, what I like to call this is the process of science of mind. Science of mind really isn't a religion. We don't teach you what to believe. We teach you how. What you believe is between you and the divine. And so what Ernest did, and this is towards the end of his career, he sat down and wrote out the process of science of mind. Because we are a philosophy. We are a way of life. And this is it. We are starting. Apparently, I'm going to have the hiccups today, so this is going to be fun. Yeah, no, I literally have the hiccups. Okay, so we are starting chapter 10. So we'll do the intro, and then there's a very short article called Rampant Imagination, so we're going to do that too. And he always starts the chapter off with a quote. So let's see what the quote is. Trying not to hiccup. So, 4, over and over again, there is nothing that is evil except because a person has not mastery over it. There is no good thing that is not evil if it have mastery over a person. And there is no passion or power or pleasure or pain or creating thing whatsoever which is not ultimately for humanity and for their use, or which they need be afraid of or ashamed at. Kind of makes me curious to know who Edward Carpenter is. Maybe he's about to tell us. Don't count on it, though. You can look up Edward Carpenter yourself. Okay, so the mind of humanity has created many things, but none so cruel and so devastating as the concept that there is both good and bad in the universe. That there is a God and the devil. There's God and the devil. That God grants some people fortune and success, and others, he decrees, shall be miserable and poor. Ooh, yeah. Nope. You know what? Yeah, I agree with him. These ideas have bothered theologians and philosophers throughout the ages. But as we profess to be neither, they really need be of no concern to us. We are not interested in profound philosophical problems, nor in creeds, dogmas, or arbitrary dictates. Each one of us can know or come to know just as much about these fundamental propositions as anyone else living. Most alleged spiritual authority is merely an assumption which someone loudly proclaims and plausibly maintains. And when enough people come to believe in it, the subconscious reaction of their own thought seems to substantiate their claims until all become hypnotized. This kind of self-deception, which leads to real conviction, right or wrong, is evidenced in an extreme manner by the number of Napoleons in padded cells in our mental institutions. Okay, all right, Ernest. Every now and again, Ernest doesn't pull any punches. And he is not pulling any punches. And, it's one of those, it is one of those things, because I was raised Catholic. And so when everybody, in the church, we have this phrase, peace be with you. And your response is, and also with you. So when people say, may the force be with you, we kind of automatically respond, and also with you. That's what he's talking about here. It's like, it's built in. It's built in. So I'm not even responding to a Catholic thing. I'm responding to a science fiction thing, but I'm responding the way I was trained as a Catholic. And the robes, like when you see those robes, like nuns and priests and all the different orders, like you're trained to respond in a certain way, and you are trained to give authority to people wearing those robes. Now, I said I was raised Catholic, but there were a lot of things, and I do give them the respect due to their office, because I understand that they have gone above and beyond, with study and what have you, to wear those robes. But they're not a spiritual authority any greater than me. And that's one of those things that, and then you can go, okay, but Lisa, you're a minister. You've done the research. You've done the work. Yes, but I'm no greater spiritual authority than you are. Okay? Just because I've done the work. So the only spiritual authority I really have is in my own life. I can be a guide, but I don't have any spiritual authority over you. So, you are the spiritual authority in your own life. And don't let anybody tell you different. All right, let's do rampant imagination, and then I'm going to wrap this up. If this seems like an unreasonable thought, we need only look about us and try and analyze the absurd claims, the illogical statements, and the unreasonable beliefs that people have about God, humanity, and the destiny of the human soul. In fact, some seem to have inside information on the nature and horrors of hell. They are apparently people of wide experience and very well traveled. But as for us, we need to prepare no such itinerary for ourselves. Mm-hmm. In fact, even if we desired there to be a hell, who or what in the universe that is intelligent and harmonious could have created such a place? No, the only hell we will ever encounter is in our own minds, created by us, for us, by the nature of our own process of thought. But if it is heaven we desire, it is ours for the asking, ours for the thinking, today, right now, not some future time. Heaven is what we make it, and we are making our share of it as we make the best of every moment. Okay? I don't think he could say it any more clearly. If you wanted to know where Science of Mind stands on heaven and hell, they are not real places. Are they real? Absolutely. Because they're states of consciousness. And we create them for ourselves. And that was one of the things, I never could believe in a devil. I never could believe in a hell and believe in a loving God. It doesn't make sense. And you can't make it make sense. So, I think that's one of the reasons that got me out of mainstream religion. Because I'm like, you know what? And honestly, because my undergraduate degree is in anthropology and I do adore world mythology, one of the things that you learn really quickly, every person's devil is somebody else's God. And that's just the way it is. So, if you'd like to have that discussion, we can. Because I'm fairly well versed in world mythology. We can discuss the imagery and everything. And honestly, if you look at it, even from the standpoint of the devil has always been about power over people. So, and it's just one of those things that I was just like, nope, even as a small child, you just couldn't convince me. I can't believe in that and a loving God. So that's what he's talking about. It's like, look, why bother imagining hell? Why create a hell for ourselves when we can create heaven by making the best use of the moment that we have now? So, rampant imagination. Tomorrow, we will take up think sensibly. So, as I said, we are in a new chapter. This is chapter 10. And now I got to wrap up and get going. So I'm going to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a take care of yourself day, a take care of business day, a drink plenty of water day, a dance in the sunshine while we got a day. Our forecast is mostly cloudy. You can see the sun right now. A cuddle your fur babies day, a make sure you make time to sit down and rest day, a do what you need to do day. I think I said drink plenty of water. Hydration is very important. So if I say it again, a tell somebody you love them day. I would suggest call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while day. I'm still thinking about my cousin. So, do something, eat something that tastes really good. Listen to some amazing music. Read an amazing book. Do something just to make life a little bit better. Just for yourself. And it doesn't have to take long. You can do it just for 5 minutes. Go pick out that amazing song that just gives you goosebumps. Do that today. Good day. And if that is too much pressure, because I get it, occasionally it is, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You are a beloved expression of the divine. Spirit in motion, God in action, a brilliant light, a divine spark, a beautiful masterpiece. You are a beautiful masterpiece and a work in progress at the same time, at your own pace. And as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. All right, so explore the truth of your being. Get to know who the divine knows you to be, because the divine knows you to be good. It's all the divine knows. And from there, anything is possible. All right, beloveds, I'm going to wrap up and move on into the process of my day. I'm going to remind you, Reverend David should be on around 5 p.m. You know what I mean. And I'll be back with you around 9:15. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I